Welcome to GameTout, the show where I tout about video game topics that you want to know. And today, we are going to be talking the Nintendo Direct of September 12th, 2025, if you're watching this years from now. I don't know why you're watching this years from now, but we are ready. We are ready. We've been waiting for this Direct for quite a moment. It's weird. It's so weird. Nintendo always they just that shift in mentality that they did a couple years ago, where they don't like to hype games up as when they're making them, and they do it for the major titles. Sometimes Zelda. Is a prime example for that. And Metroid Prime 4. It's 8 years or 9, what was it, 9-10 years since it was first announced. So they typically just announce something and then it comes out literally within that year. It's interesting coming from the days of the early 2000s, seeing how they do it at E3 and just how that shifted. Anyways, not to get off topic, let's go ahead and get back on topic. Today, we are going to be talking predictions of the Nintendo Direct of September 12th, 2025. So what I want to talk about is just realistic expectations of what I believe that's going to be on the Nintendo Direct. And then also just fun little theories that I think that could be possible and whatnot. But I do like to approach it with a realistic, kind of a developer mindset of what games do you think they should be showing and stuff like that. So I'm excited because Nintendo Switch 2 is brand new. It has been super fun. We have Mario Kart World right now being shown on the screen. Just finished playing through Donkey Kong Bananza, and I'm excited for the Switch 2 and what it's going to bring. This year we should be getting Metroid Prime 4, for example, and there's a lot of good things coming up, and let's see what else comes up in it. But let's go ahead and jump into the predictions of what we think on there. So first off, let's go ahead and talk Metroid Prime 4. That is a game that they have announced a long time ago, and they finally gave us a date of 2025 that it's going to be released. And I think I can speak for everybody. We are waiting for this game. I really want to play Metroid Prime 4 so bad. It's probably my top game out of all the games that they announce and everything like that. That is the game that I do want to play for the Nintendo Switch 2. Now, why haven't they said a time period on when it's coming out? It's still 2025, but we're 3 months away from Super Mario, or sorry, we're 3 months away from the end of 2025. So how in the world do we not have a release date for Metroid Prime 4? I feel like it's super weird. So it almost feels like there is a little bit of trouble in the development of Metroid Prime 4. They thought that it was going to be possible to release it, but then lo and behold, maybe something was just taking too long with the development, just something wasn't working. There's a lot of game development issues that you can have, and I like Nintendo's approach always, where they will delay a game if it's not what they wanted. Hell, Metroid Prime 4 was supposed to come out years ago, but they literally canceled the game completely. They scrapped everything about the game. The people that were making the game no longer make the game, and they went to Retro Studios and said, can you make this game? And they started from the ground up because Nintendo cares about their product, which is great. I still love that about Nintendo, that like when you play a game that is at the caliber of Metroid or Zelda, you know that you're going to get a quality game. And that's what I've always appreciated that about Nintendo. So the fact that we haven't got a date yet is troubling. However, I don't know. I still have a feeling that this game is coming out in 2025. So I do think that we will see a small little trailer of Metroid Prime 4. I don't know if we're going to have like a big trailer. I think it's going to have its own little Nintendo Direct for Metroid Prime 4 in a later date, but I do think that we're going to get Metroid Prime 4 in this Direct, and I believe it's going to come out in November. It's sucky. Don't get me wrong, or actually maybe even December. Like. Typically, they don't like to release games in December. And I get it, because you miss the holiday sales of, people trying to buy games for their kids and stuff like that. However, I feel like Metroid Prime is a different type of game where I don't really think it's a really big mainstream game. And so the people that are going to buy it are going to be the gamers. So why not release in December? Because the people that are going to buy it are going to buy it no matter what month it is. We'll see. But typically you want to make the sales for the holiday, so right before Thanksgiving. So November is what I think. However, that is really close to Kirby Air Riders. And does Nintendo want to shoot themselves in the foot, especially with how expensive these games are? Like, are people actually going to want to buy 2 games? And if so, or if not, what game are they going to buy instead? And then you might miss sales for like Kirby Air Riders, which would suck. Like, I know that, Sakurai is like putting a lot of work into that game, and if people were gravitating towards another game and not buying his game because it was released too close in the time frame, it's the reason why like in 2017, again, this was like Nintendo's like amazing year. Like, it was the first year that it came out, right? The games were coming out on the Switch, original Switch. But they timed it really well, where it was like the first month, it was Breath of the Wild. Second month, it was the remake of Mario Kart 8, or the Wii U. The Wii U version had an upgrade for the Switch, right? And then it just kept on going. Like, month after month, they had like some sort of release, but they would never do it close enough where it would damage each other, right? And we got all the way to the end of the year and had Super Mario Odyssey, and then after that, Xenoblade Chronicles, and it was a very good lineup to release. So this year, big game wise, I know we have Pokemon coming out in October. We have Metroid Prime 4 coming out somewhere, and we have Kirby Air Riders. So it's a lot of good titles coming out during that time period. So I don't know. It's interesting. So again, prediction: Metroid Prime 4. It's coming out this year, but when? let's just say November or December. I think that's what's going to happen. All right. I think I'm just going to go straight to it. I know that there's other games that we can talk about, but I am going to talk about the Mario 40th anniversary. I am a big believer that they are going to definitely show something with Mario for the 40th anniversary. It would be really silly not to. They've been doing it every 5 years to do something. And even if it's as little as, because I think that for sure we're going to get this, a little bit of a teaser for the Super Mario Brothers movie part 2. A teaser. Like just something super short. Maybe it'll be interviews with the cast again. You know, Chris Pratt saying how much he loves Mario and how great the first one was. So we're going to do part 2. I don't know. Whatever. And whoever the voice, and it's going to, you know, announce who the voice actors are for, you know, whoever's going to be doing in this movie. I'm guessing like maybe Wario is going to be in it. Well, obviously Yoshi's going to be in it. So like maybe Daisy, just like who would be the voices for these? I think that they will do some sort of announcement there, and it'd be kind of cool, for the Mario anniversary to kind of just talk about Mario. I think that would be, you know, pretty legit. Anyways, I do think, I'm almost certain that they will show something like that, and maybe even a teaser of the movie in the Nintendo Direct. So stay tuned to that. That's gonna be kind of cool. But will we get any sort of games? So there are a lot of different options that they can do for Mario. They can re-release that Super Mario Brothers 35, except Super Mario Brothers 40. And it could be literally the same game, except now instead of 35 players, there's 40 players. And if you haven't played that game was freaking amazing. I streamed it a couple times, and I thought it was a blast. Like, that game was awesome. It was free to play. However, I would have paid for it. Like, that game was so fun. But it was limited. Like, they said, we're only doing this limited, this little Battle Royale Super Mario Brothers game. And they legit just took it away from us. Like, why would you do that? It was so fun. Like, that game was cool. So anyways, maybe they'll bring it back limited again, but then they'll just do like a little bit of an upgrade to like 40. I don't know. Like, I think that'd be fun. One thing I think that they are going to do, and to me it's obvious, is I do think that they are going to have some sort of upgrade to Super Mario Wonder, Super Mario Brothers Wonder. Why do I think that? We've been having a lot of upgrades for the Switch games, and you pay like $10 to get like extra content and stuff like that, right? Kirby's a really good example of like they actually have like a good DLC, and you know, you can buy the game outright for the full version, or you can pay a little bit to get the upgrade for like new levels and the new story that they have for that, right? Since they have the engine already for Super Mario Brothers Wonder, I can see them doing the Kirby thing, and I can see them releasing Super Mario Brothers Wonder, some sort of upgrade to it. I think, you know, like maybe like an extra world or two, so that you can play, you know, some more levels and stuff like that, and some unlockables. I personally think that that's going to happen. And the reason why I think it's going to happen is because they've shown so many upgrades. Like, hey, we're going to get free upgrades here. We're going to get free upgrades there. Why, out of all the new games that they've shown, have they not said that they're releasing an upgrade for Mario Kart Wonder. It makes me wonder. Like, I feel like it's like they're waiting on something. So I feel like it's going to be much more than just like a graphic update. I think it's going to be some actual content, stuff like that. So that's what I think. I actually think that will be an announcement. And I actually think that they're going to announce releasing that almost immediately. Like, it may be available as of the direct, like hey, after this direct you can go ahead and download the digital version of Super Mario Brothers Wonder Deluxe, whatever they're gonna call it, right? Or the next day, because the next day, I want to say the 13th is the actual anniversary, but I don't know how much Nintendo is gonna actually say about the day. They usually just go by the year, so we'll see. But I do think that we're going to get that. Another thing that this is just more of a want. I don't think that this is going to happen, but I love that they did the Super Mario All-Stars 3D All-Stars, because they have, we have the All-Stars, then we have the 3D All-Stars. I wanted the new Super Mario Brothers All-Star, where basically it would have the new Super Mario Brothers, new Super Mario Brothers 2, new Super Mario Brothers Wii, and new Super Mario Brothers U, all four of those games, and just have a collection of those games. Because I feel like some of those games are kind of lost. Like, I think that it would be a cool little bundle. Another bundle that they could possibly do is do a Super Mario Brothers 3D All-Stars 2. And they can include some of the Donkey Kong. I don't know why I said Donkey Kong. Super Mario Brothers 3D World, 3D Land, and Super Mario Galaxy 2. If they don't do that, that's a want. I can see them more likely do just a release of Super Mario Galaxy 2. I want a little bit more than that, so that's why I'm putting in the air like Super Mario All Stars 3D 2. Come on, just give it to us. But yeah, because it's not like they're making any current money on Super Mario 3D Land or anything like that. So that would be cool. They should just do that. It's funny. I'm looking at this on the screen. We still are watching the Nintendo Direct that happened back in April, and so it's kind of just I put it on the background just so something's kind of on the screen, and also it's really the last big direct that they released. So I kind of wanted to see it just for ideas and stuff like that. Anyways, while I'm talking, another game that they can possibly do is Super Mario Maker 3. They could do an upgrade on Super Mario Brothers Super Mario Maker 2. I doubt they would do I would want a part 3 more. So just something a little bit more than just an upgrade for that game. That game has been out for a while. I love Super Mario Maker. It's probably actually one of my favorite series. Period. I don't know. I really, really enjoy Super Mario Maker, and a lot of it is just watching people play it. I love watching LPs of people playing that game. So if you guys haven't played Super Mario Maker, let's put it into the universe. Mario Maker 3 would be freaking amazing. So let's see, putting it up in the air, and we should sell. We should see. I mean, I know a lot of people were saying like DLC for Mario Kart World. I don't think we're getting that. If they do, if they end up doing that sometime in the future, it would be a year or two from now. I don't think it's coming out anytime soon. That's at least in my opinion. So I don't know. Trying to think of any other Mario games. I don't think we're gonna get a 3D Mario. Obviously, the team that actually does the 3D Mario's made Donkey Kong Bonanza, so obviously they weren't making a 3D Mario game. So it would probably take a couple of years before they make another one. But another company could be making a Mario game. I just don't see it. I really don't see it. So yeah, I think that's it. There might be some other, like things that like, wallpapers and icons and maybe some sort of game that like Mario's in, but like as far as like the main Mario games, I think like prediction wise that I was saying right there seems a little bit realistic to me on that. So if we are getting some sort of anniversary thing, that's kind of like where I landed with it. So we shall see. Mario, we're welcoming you. Please come to us. Let's go. All right, Zelda. I don't think we're gonna get little to anything about Zelda. I know a lot of people I was seeing online that were saying the age of imprisonment that's going to be coming out. It had the release date of winter, right? Now it didn't say winter 2025. I think people are very, very hopeful that it's coming out in December. I don't remember the last time, and correct me if I'm wrong, but anytime they say winter, I have never seen it come out in December. Because then they would just say 2025. I've seen them say 2025 and something come out in December, but I have never seen them say winter and it comes out in December. It's kind of like Donkey Kong Returns that just came out this year for the Switch, like the remake. I want to say that they originally said winter and it came out January. That's what I think is going to happen here. I think it's going to be a January release. If anything gets delayed or anything like that, February. Now, speaking of Zelda, look, it's on the screen. The Zelda and 40th anniversary is coming out. And now, Zelda, Nintendo has traditionally done more than Mario usually on the anniversaries. I don't know if you remember Skyward Sword. That was its what was that? Was it its 25th anniversary, right? Something like that. Yeah, I want to say it was 25th. They made a mention of it in game that it was its 25th anniversary. They've been doing the anniversary thing for a long time with Zelda. So what possibly are they going to do? I think they're going to save it for 2026. 2026 is the technical 40th anniversary. I know we're very hopeful on hearing like, well, maybe they're going to announce something for it. But to me, it's going to overshadow Mario. If they're going to do anything about the anniversary of Mario, they are not going to do anything for the anniversary of Zelda here. And it's like, sucky to hear, but it's true. I don't foresee them doing that. I do think in the future, next year, I do think we're going to get some sort of release with, some sort of remake. I was saying Ocarina of Time for a while. Is I was thinking that they would release an Ocarina of Time game to kind of like reestablish. It's the main Zelda game that has the main story of like everything's connected to Ocarina of Time. It's such a pivotal game, and now we have so many new gamers to the Legend of Zelda series, and I feel like because we have so many new people, and there's a movie right around the corner that's coming out in early 2027, I feel like they want to reestablish and get people to know what Zelda is all about. And what better way of doing that than to show them Ocarina of Time if they had never played Ocarina of Time? Because again, us old folk here, I played it when it first came out in 1998. That was 27 years ago. 27 years ago. So, I can see them doing a remake. And I don't mean like a remake where they're going to just put like some like graphic splash on it. I think if they do a re-release of Ocarina of Time, I think it will be from the ground up, like reimagining of Ocarina of Time. That is what I think that they would do, which would be freaking amazing. I guess they can just push like oh, just play Ocarina of Time with these like better graphics and stuff like that. But like, to me, if they're gonna go through the effort of reestablishing Ocarina of Time, they're gonna do it tenfold. So it'd be really interesting. I like how far would they go into it? Would they go like Breath of the Wild, big, land of like to explore with like all the same tropes that they did in Ocarina of Time in the same storyline format? Like are they going to go that route, or are they going to keep it the same formula? Which I think they should keep it the same formula, but just have it be a little bit more beefier. Like it can definitely be improved on. It's a game that like was very revolutionary, very innovative during its time when it first came out, but it came out a long time ago, and we can do better now. So I don't know. I'm excited. I'm kind of going in a weird ramble because that's not something I foresee gonna happen in this Nintendo Direct. Again, the only thing I see Zelda-wise that they're going to show is the Age of Imprisonment. But again, if they show a date, it's going to happen early 2026. So I feel like it's going to be January, February. I don't think it's going to be this year, though. So I think that's it with Zelda. I really think that they're going to save that until next year because, again, they don't want to overshadow Zelda. So I was reading online. Everybody was kind of like flipping out about like the person that's like was predicting that this Direct was coming out was talking about, oh, speaking of games that they're going to show, they're definitely going to show Elden Ring. But there was this rumor that they were saying like there's going to be at least 3 games that have the number 7 in it that are going to be announced. I right away was like Resident Evil 7. But not only that, I'm going to go back to the 7 in a second, but I was very confused on why we didn't see anything from Capcom at all. I was like, did they not get any of the development kits or anything? Like why are we not hearing anything about Capcom, anything related? Like Capcom's such like a big company. Like kind of weird that like they really don't have anything announced. But anyways, I do think that if anything, they're gonna re-release some games for Resident Evil, especially in October. Like you want to hit those like the horror month, right? Speaking of Capcom, look at, hey, it's Capcom. But Resident Evil, yes, Resident Evil 7 would be a great addition on the Nintendo Switch 2, definitely. But the remake of Resident Evil 4 is a big one, in my opinion. Maybe that game wouldn't come out in October because maybe they would need a little bit more time to kind of port that over. But like, announce it. That game like looks phenomenal. I actually chose not to buy it for the PlayStation 5 yet because I want to see if they're going to release it on Nintendo. And if they don't, I guess I'll buy it for the PlayStation 5, but like I would rather play it on the Switch 2. So, Resident Evil 4, I'm putting it up in there. Please do it. Please do it. The other game that had the 7, what was it? I was thinking GoldenEye 007. But yeah. Final Fantasy 7 remake. That would be a good one. That would be a 7. I don't know. I think that would be cool. Yeah. I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, is there any other 7s that you think that would be happening? I'm just trying to think. Like, I don't know a lot of. I'll be honest. I don't know a lot of third-party games, so they could be anything. Like I know like Dragon Quest, for example, is super popular. Like, could be like Dragon Quest 7 or Monster Hunter 7. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of them that I think it could be. So, what else? Oh, we did touch on Kirby's Air Riders, right? That's definitely going to be on this direct. I don't think it's going to be like have a big portion on the direct because we got a huge direct on it. So I think we'll see like maybe just like a short little trailer of it and stuff like that. But like just to reiterate that, like, hey, it's coming out in November, so get to it. One game that I was actually thinking that would be announced is we need more GameCube games. What if, because I had this prediction in my last video I made. My prediction was that in the beginning of November, or sometime like in November, they would release a Super Smash Bros. Melee for the GameCube. So, same game for the GameCube. They just released Super Mario Melee. However, I think they're going to release it with online capability. Now, can you just imagine the best Super Smash Bros. Game? And I'll say that again. Super Smash Bros. Melee, the best Super Smash Bros. Game. But can you just imagine if they released it with online? Oh, that would be so beautiful. So I'm putting it up in there. So give it to me, babe. Please, please, please. Please, please, please. It's this. I say like a bullet. Bullet time. The suspense. Oh, yeah. It's GoldenEye 007, just like I was saying. Because I do think that they're going to show it over there. So, what else? We haven't heard anything from Microsoft. I know Microsoft is supposed to be making games for all the systems and stuff. Like they're like not restricted to just making Xbox games anymore. So like, what games do you think could be possibly coming to the Nintendo Switch 2? And are they going to announce it now? Probably not. If anything, like it would be like down the road, like maybe like in 2026. I personally, I just keep on wanting them to release Rare Replay. Rare Replay is always a game I wanted to get. I just refuse to buy an Xbox to get Rare Replay. And yes, I know all those games you could probably get on an emulator and stuff like that. I own half of those games, like cartridge wise. I know, but I would love to have that. There's such good games that came out with for Rare. So like, that's just something I want. I want. Yeah. Splatoon. That's the other one I was trying to think. I'm like, there was another one that I was like that they showed that they didn't really like show too much. They showed it's like a DLC for Splatoon 3. And it's like a little adventure type game. I think that they're going to show it definitely here. And I want to say, did they say that game was going to be released this year? If not, I do think it's going to be released this year. It'd probably be October. Yeah. October seems the right... Yeah, just based on all the games that I was kind of listing out, October seems like that would be the right lineup in order to do, unless they can squeeze it into September. But like, do they have time to do it in September? Like, are they already like completed with it? I don't know. That's a difficult one. Anyways, I don't know. I think that's it. Like, I'm just thinking like those are like realistic predictions. I know we saw like a lot of third party stuff, but like Nintendo wise, I feel like that's the most realistic. Now, of course, we can always brainstorm like, are they gonna release any new IP or like announce a game that hasn't been announced yet? Like, are we finally going to get a Star Fox game? Are we going to get a F-Zero game? Star Tropics? Oh my god! Right? I would personally like Golden Sun. Has Camelot made any games lately? Like, I know like they make the Mario Golf and Mario Tennis and stuff like that, but like, have they made anything lately? Because that would be cool if they like are finally making a sequel to Golden Sun. Because Golden Sun 3 came out for the Game Boy Advanced. No, wait, not Game Boy Advanced. The DS. And that was a long time ago. So I think it's about time. Like, I feel like it's time for Golden Sun, especially because it always ends with a cliffhanger. Like, do one more game and finish it off. Like I wanna actually have a finished storyline for Golden Sun. It's always a cliffhanger. It's so good. The other game, I know that they can be showing like Fire Emblem. Like, I would really like to see a new Fire Emblem, like the Three Houses, for example. Such a good game. I would love to see another um, Fire Emblem. I don't think we're gonna get it in this direct though. Same thing with Animal Crossing. I know Animal Crossing was super popular in 2020. I do not think that they are showing it at this direct. I don't even think it's coming out next year. I could see 2028 maybe. Next year, I can definitely see them do Mario Maker 3. But as far as like Animal Crossing, I think I think it needs more time. And then the studio that makes all of the Yoshi games, like the Woolly World and the Craft World, all that stuff, they worked on Peach's Showtime. And that just came out last year. So I do not think that they're gonna have a game ready. So I do not think that they're gonna show any sort of Yoshi game. I would love to see another Wario game. That would be cool. Especially if like Wario is going to be in the movie. Like it would be kind of cool to like release a Wario game so that people can like play the game before the movie and kind of get a sense for who Wario is. Who are you, Wario? Who are you? Yeah. I don't think that like I really do think that like if they show any new games it's gonna be like for like early 2026. I don't think they're gonna go past or show any games that are like really like later in 2026. So yeah, so that's why I don't see like Animal Crossing or anything like that. Like I think it's just too early. Yeah, it's too early. Oh yeah, Borderlands 4. Um, yeah, I think those are good predictions. Of course, we're gonna get like all a lot of like the smaller games and stuff like that. Like I love I love how much like partners are working with Nintendo and stuff like that. I love that they were doing the Nintendo Directs for them and stuff like that. I do think that this one will be have like a lot more Nintendo stuff in it. Um, I'm really hoping for some new IPs or something new. Like I want to be surprised. Like everything that I was saying, like it wouldn't surprise me with any of those. Now, a surprise would be like we are doing Star Tropics, another like a part 3 to it. I'd be like, oh my god, I'm gonna pee in my pants. But that would be like a major surprise. Like there's like a 0% chance that they're doing it. But I want something. Yeah, I don't know, Nintendo. I'm really looking forward to this. So I don't want you to disappoint me. So there's a lot of pressure. I think the big highlight will be the Super Mario anniversary. So we have a lot of games that are already announced. We're finally going to get some release dates and stuff like that, especially for Metroid Prime 4. But I do think that they will show some Mario things, and they probably are going to close it out with a trailer or something for the movie of Super Mario Brothers 2. And it's going to be great. Like, again, this is an hour-long Nintendo Direct. So it's going to be amazing. I'll possibly do a live reaction to it. So if you guys are interested in seeing that on Friday, tomorrow, I will be reviewing that, and I probably will do it like a first time watch, and just so you can guys get my honest opinions on like what my thoughts are on some of the announcements and stuff like that. I think that'd be a lot of fun. So I'll do that. Let's plan for it. I'm putting it up in the air. This is the predictions, and you will see the live reaction with it. So until then, I will go ahead and end here then. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, this is MBW, the Megabit Warrior. Please subscribe. I'm currently doing a lot in the background because I have some a lot of good plans for this this channel, and I hope that you guys tune in. And if you liked anything, any part of the video, even if it is just my nose, hey, like, hey, you have a pretty good nose, then like that you know, thumb me, like do the thumb thing, and then I'll be like, ooh, you know, it's cool. It's cool if you thumb me. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time for another GameTout. Again, Friday. We're here. We're here for it. I'm so ready. My body, Reggie. I'm putting. I know you don't work for Nintendo anymore, but I'm putting it out there. My body is ready. So let's do this. All right. Later, guys.